I knew that the Alliance would flourish on Odessen, but I didn't expect this place to feel so much like home. You should be proud of what you've built here, and the allies you've gained.
I couldn't have done it without you.
You give me too much credit. The Alliance is still a formidable power, but we're not strong enough to face the Republic or the Empire. Unfortunately, a confrontation is inevitable. There are skirmishes in wild space, riots on Quesh. Galactic war is imminent. We can no longer afford neutrality. If the Alliance is to survive, we must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your lead.
You're right, Lana. Now is the time.
So who do you wish to support? The Republic or the Empire?
It's time I got back to the Republic.
Understood. I'll assist however I can. I'll reach out to my contacts in the SIS. I expect they'll contact you directly.
You'd love the Corellian sector. Best Starshine surprise on Nar Shaddaa. First round is on me. You finally made it. Could you bring me another K3? Wait, make that 2. Looking good, Commander. Leadership suits you. Did I ever mention how close I was to joining your alliance?
I thought you'd forgotten about me.
A face like yours? Never. You might want to talk to your Sith friend, though. I must have left you a dozen messages. Give my regards to Theron, will you? He keeps dodging my calls, and I've never seen a guy in more desperate need of a night out. I'm glad you came to see me. The Republic and the Alliance have similar goals, and I think this partnership will benefit us both. A war is coming, whether we like it or not. We need to be prepared, and that means keeping fuel, food supplies, and raw materials out of Imperial hands. But more importantly, we need you to help put a positive spin on the whole thing. Flash your winning smile, inspire the troops. The usual.
Wouldn't it be simpler to merge the Alliance with the Republic?
Unfortunately, some of your friends have quite a history with the Republic. They're valuable allies, but it'll take some time before we can entrust them with confidential operations. Sparks are flying on Ossus, off in the Outer Rim. With a little help from you and the Alliance, the Republic could gain the upper hand. I'll make a few calls, set plans in motion. We should have more details once you're back on Odessen. Welcome back to the Republic, Commander.
Commander, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Ardinando Dipolis Derun. I oversee the Republic's deployments along the Parlemian hyperroute. I only wish we were speaking in person. I just brewed a truly invigorating blend of Gatalentan tea. Do you enjoy tea, Commander?
Tea wouldn't be my first choice, no.
You're missing out, trust me. I'll send you a case. You must try it. Exquisite. A beautiful planet, Gatalenta. Its people are renowned for their long and steadfast support of the Jedi. It is the Jedi I wish to discuss with you today.
If you're looking for intel, I can't help you, General. The Alliance hasn't had any contact from the Jedi Order. Only a few scattered members.
You are not alone in that. Few Jedi survived the war against Zakul. They've gone into hiding, scattered across the galaxy. I'm not even sure how many council members remain.
I heard they were hit hard in the war, but didn't realize it was still so bad. We're gonna need them if the Empire starts another war.
I couldn't agree more. The Jedi are the soul of the Republic. We couldn't survive without them. I did manage to learn of one surviving member of the Jedi Council. Master Nosteral. My sources tell me he's in hiding, on the planet Ossus.
Not sure I've heard of it.
An ancient bastion of the Jedi Order. The Sith reduced it to a barren wasteland centuries ago. Apparently, Master Nosteral took as many Jedi as he could find. and established a hidden colony on the planet with the help of civilian volunteers. Unfortunately, the colony doesn't seem to be hidden any longer. I've tracked Imperial forces moving through the area. I believe the Jedi are in grave danger.
What's the best way to help them, General?
I knew you were the one to contact. The Jedi colony is completely off the grid, and any warning I try to send will only lead the Sith directly to them. Osis is at the far end of the Parlemian hyperroute, practically the Empire's front door. I have no official authority to intervene. I'm gathering the resources to launch reinforcements regardless. But without authorization, it's taking time. Time the Jedi may not have. You aren't bound by Republic regulations. You can help faster than I can. Please, travel to Osis. Protect the Jedi until my forces can arrive. They need our help.
I'll head for Osis right away, General. You can count on me.
I'm very glad to hear it. I'll forward the coordinates for the Jedi settlement. There is one final catch. Initially, you must go with a light force. Perhaps even alone. Approaching with an attack group of any significance is sure to provoke a massive Imperial escalation long before I can respond in kind.
Understood. I'll go it alone until you're ready to launch a joint operation.
May the Force be with you, Commander. I hope to be sharing the next cup with you in person very soon.
Likewise, General.
The General is very shrewd. Going in alone is the best move here. I'll have a shuttle prepared, something small and stealthy.
Wish I could go along. Nostoral is an old friend of mine. It'd be good to see him again.
We'll have you on your way to Osis as soon as possible. May the Force serve you well.
Hello there. I'm afraid you're going in the wrong direction.
I'm the commander of the Alliance. I've come to help.
Commander of the what? Doesn't matter.
This looks like an evacuation. So you know the Imperials are here?
Yes, we don't know how many there are, but they have serious resources. If they're here, it's for a major fight, and we can't afford to give them one.
Civilians and non-essentials are loading up first. Who calls a doctor non-essential when there's a fight brewing? You ask me, the Jedi have lost their minds.
I'm looking for the one in charge, Nostoral. Do you know where I can find him?
A guest looking for me. What a strange day this has been. I'll be with you in just a moment. Dr. Kimball, Nadia, how go the shuttle preparations?
We'd be a lot further along if we hadn't borrowed so many of the shuttle's parts for the colony systems. It's going to be hours before we can launch.
So do you know our new arrival? The commander of the... something? Or other?
I command the Alliance. We overthrew the Eternal Empire, and now we're helping the Republic, which means helping you.
Sounds like a lot's happened since we cut our communications.
Which helped to keep us hidden all this time. You commanded Havoc Squad for many years, didn't you? I always hoped we would meet so that I could better document your accomplishments. It's probably time you had a chapter all your own, but that will have to wait. The Sith are on our doorstep. I formed this colony to safeguard the Jedi and their teachings for the future. Now, we must abandon it to serve that same goal.
Republic reinforcements are coming. We just have to hold out until they get here.
We welcome any help they can offer, but until they arrive, our plan must remain the same. We have to get these shuttles ready as soon as possible.
Do you have a new hiding place in mind?
Somewhere further, more remote. I once read claims of a forgotten Jedi world deep within the unknown regions. Perhaps we'll seek it out.
Perimeter alarms. They're coming again. I'm on my way to handle it.
Yes. Take backup this time.
Backup? I got all the backup I need right here.
Commander, this is Tau Adair, our head of security. Would you be willing to join her in holding off the enemy as we complete our preparations?
Whatever's out there, we can handle it. Do what you need to do.
We'll leave you to it then. Nadia, Dr. Kimball, let's see how the farming crews are doing.
What did your sensors pick up? Imperial soldiers? Sith?
Neither. The imps are just toying with us. The old man's pretty sure they're being led by a Sith named Melora. Melora's into biology, genetic manipulation, Sith alchemy, blah, blah, blah. She makes monsters. For us, she's cooked up some kind of mutated Geonosians. Hyper-aggressive, heavily armored, psychotic Geonosians with weapons, making their way toward the colony in swarms.
That doesn't really sound like you're being toyed with.
The mutants are brutal and tough in a fight, but they aren't strategic. If the imps were serious about it, they could destroy us faster without the storybook monsters. Osis is riddled with old, buried ruins. The mutants like to cut through them to approach unseen. We get out there and collapse a few tunnels. They'll be cut off, and the colonists will have a lot more time to move.
And let's get to it.
After you, Commander.
How long have you been living at the colony?
Since the beginning, almost 5 years now. 5 years of peace and quiet. We had a good run. Of course, it took me nearly 2 of those years just to relax. I was sure someone would show up looking for blood. They always do.
War with Sakul?
We honestly aren't sure. After the Republic surrendered, the old man didn't want to risk getting an accurate count with names, in case Sakul got a hold of it. So, we all went to ground, to watch, wait, and rebuild. Not my first choice, but I see the wisdom in it.
Do you know where the rest of the Jedi are?
There were still contingents on Tython and Ilum last we checked. Didn't bother calling the Green Jedi, they'd never leave Corellia. Most are probably hiding in groups, in far-off planets like we did. Or walking their own paths, following the Force. That was my plan, originally.
Who changed your mind?
The old man. He's always understood me best. He convinced me that this was where I needed to be, and I think he was right. Last one.
You've seen your share of combat. I can tell.
More than most, more than they ever trained us for. My first battle was Corellia. I flew in on a transport with 5 of the Jedi, one of the ones with the open sides, you know. The pilot took us in low between the buildings. We're in midair, and this Sith Lord, he just jumps right into the transport. Red lightsaber in each hand. 5 of my oldest friends were dead before they could even blink.
I can't imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, everyone always is. The Sith had turned toward the pilot before my friends even hit the floor. I was behind him before he ever knew I was there. I nailed him with both hands. Hit the nerve clusters that run just over the ribs, felt them crack. He dropped both lightsabers on reflex. I don't remember where the grenade came from must have been his. I smashed it right into his mouth and shoved him back out of the transport.
You don't mess around, do you?
That would be one of the things I learned about myself that day. Let's check in with the old man.
Now, what's your status?
We've closed all the tunnels we could find. Sending coordinates now. Any chance you could backtrack to their source on some of the old maps?
Of course. Let's see. Yes, here we are. They were all part of a residential structure that must have largely collapsed centuries ago. I'm sending coordinates for the structure's main entrance. If you can seal that, the mutants' hidden approaches will be cut off completely.
Have you heard from General Daerun or anyone else from the Republic?
Not yet, but we have the shuttle's communication systems online and ready. If they call, we will answer. The entrance you're closing is located in an area our archaeologists never fully cataloged. If you find anything of interest, please do your best to recover it.
Will do. Tau out. Ready when you are.